Oh man, I thought there'd be people here, but I didn't think there'd be this many at 6:20 in the morning. I guess it's the weekend. Well, it's a pretty accessible trail, 45 minutes outside of a pretty big city. Can't really expect it to be not busy on a weekend, especially now that the snow's pretty much all melted. Okay, well, maybe a little bit unnecessary, but I decided I wanted to eat breakfast today as a reward for getting up early. Probably going to be hitting the trail at about 7. It's like 6:45 right now. But I've got my backpack packed behind me here, and I used my checklist this time, so I made sure I didn't forget anything. I brought tons of food, way more water than I need. I think we're looking forward to a good hike today. Now, it sure is pretty here at the trailhead, though. Look at these views. This is not where we're going. It's a different mountain. So I am going to be showing you guys this hike today, but I'm not going to be filming very much. I was thinking about not even bringing the camera, so I didn't get tempted, but whoa, look at that. But anyway, see what I'm talking about? I get distracted, but I'll probably pull it out at every 5 miles or something like that. I'm going to throw it in the back so I don't get tempted, and I'll see you guys in 5 miles. Well, as promised, I'm talking to you guys at mile 5. I don't know why I said I'd get back to you guys in 5 miles, because the hike is only 8 1/4 one way. I was thinking it was 16 1/2 one way, which, if that were the case, I would not be able to do this hike in one day. Within the first 4 miles, we did 3,000 feet of elevation gain. I think this last stretch of 3 1/4 miles is going to be pretty tame, because we've got about another 1,000 feet of elevation gain to the peak, spread out, I think, pretty gradually. So I think we should have a pretty easy hike the rest of the way. It's only 9:45 and we started about 7:10, 7:15, so been hiking for about 2.5 hours. And I cannot stress enough how much these hiking poles have helped me, because I wasn't using them for maybe the first 3/4 of a mile. Did about 500 to 600 feet of elevation gain in that 3/4, and I was gassed. Like, I was wheezing, breathing hard and everything. And I stopped to take a break for a minute or two to drink a little bit of water, take off my beanie because I was hot already, and then take out the trekking poles. And once I had them, I pretty much hiked straight the next, all the way till I got here. I maybe took 1 or 2 breaks for 10-15 seconds to sip some water or change my music or whatever, but if I didn't have these, I would not be able to hike as fast as I have been hiking. So I'm very glad I bought them. I'll be bringing them on pretty much any hike that's longer than 4 miles or more than 2,000 feet of elevation gain, because they're definitely helpful. Allows me to distribute my weight with my arms, so I'm not just using my legs.
All these widow makers now. Hey.
Hi. These are the views up here. We don't really have much for views eastward, so we have westward views into the valley over there. I can kind of see Pahrump, Nevada through these trees over there, and I'm pretty sure we can see into California from here. Obviously borders aren't real, so I have no idea what's what. But it's time to keep going. I don't want to take really long breaks anyway, just because the point of this hike is actually trying to prove to myself that I can do a hike without being back in the dark. That is why I got up early today, and that is why I'm doing this fast and not filming much. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's running it. Trail running up here. I wonder when he started after I did. Hey, what the heck is this big old piece of metal doing here? We're almost at the summit. I think it's either that or... Oh, wait a second. Is that a plane crash? All right, well, we made it to the peak, finally. I think that's the marker right there. We can see all the way into Death Valley. Las Vegas down there. And there's like no wind up here, which is crazy. I was expecting it to be really windy. Strava is telling us 8.6 miles and 4,739 feet of elevation gain. A little more than I thought. I don't want to spend too much time up here. It's 11:49. It took us 4 hours and 18 minutes. Some of the people that were up here were saying that that crash, it was like a plane crash. But I'm gonna have to check it out on the way back down. I think that's kind of cool. And kind of a weird coincidence, considering that the last hike I did, I was specifically climbing to see a plane wreckage. I brought so much food, and I haven't been eating any of it. So I'm gonna stuff myself. Well, here are the views with my sandwich. I'm starving. I really burned through all that food so fast that I ate this morning. Check this out. Oh. It's getting a little windy, but I'm so thankful it's not that windy. Mountain peaks are always windy. It's honestly the perfect day to do this hike. Truly. So you can see even into Death Valley. I'm pretty sure that that is Telescope Peak there, the tallest one in the background in Death Valley. So I finally got the summit to myself. Whoa. Okay, a little bit of wind going on. I guess, oh, I don't know what all's in here. Little trinkets and stuff. A little Jesus. I'm hoping in this little ammo crate we got, aha, a log. I always like writing in these. Antibiotics. But whoever did this really stuffed it in here. Okay, mechanical pencil, that'll work. Apricots. Toilet paper. A joint. There's no way it's still in here. Nah, there's nothing in here. It's empty. What have we here? Of course, it's a Bible. Oh, there's a pen. Sweet. A rubber ducky. On a string. They hung him. It's around his neck. Can't read these people's writings. Lori Ann Jones, 531.25. Don't make yourself small to fit in. You're born to stand out. You can do anything you put your mind to, but let your heart lead you. Don't wait for miracles. Life is a miracle. Love that. Oh, so I guess I forgot to mention that this peak, Mount Charleston, is the highest... Oh, okay, this logbook is completely full. The highest peak in southern Nevada, and it is at an elevation of... I almost said 12,000. Almost 12,000 feet. 11,916 feet. And it is the highest peak I've ever done. And Once we get back down to the van, this is going to be by far the longest hike that I've ever done. We're looking at like 17 miles. There's nothing for me to write on. There are legitimately no pages empty. Family day hike. Cute. Jordan and Brian. Arnold, Tina, Shane. Okay. Perfect day to summit Charlie. Did Griffith Peak first and carried on. Blessed for this day. Blessed for this body. Blessed for my family and friends. I'm grateful. Thank you, God. Candace Krieg. Cold and snowing. Wait, what? 5/29/26? What is today? There's no way it was snowing up here on Friday. Cold and snowing, Dippin' Dots. Awesome hike as always. That final stretch is the worst, but it's all worth it. Snowy reminded me of Minecraft. So rendering. Wait, what? Wait. So rewarding. And happy birthday, Mom. Amanda something? I don't know. There's like a signature on it. Vegas, baby. All right, let's find a blank space. Ah, perfect. Daniel. Beg. Hiked. Mount. Charleston. It was snowing yesterday? I guess it did look a little bit cloudy. So I guess it's 5 May 30th, 2026. Okay, oh my god. I got distracted scrolling reels because I got 1 bar of signal and it was loading them. It's like my drug. I was gonna cook up here. I had the stove set up, but I've just been munching on trail mix, and I think I want to start heading down because I've been up here for like an hour. I'm starting the descent just before 1 o'clock, so I think it should be less time getting back, considering it's mostly downhill. But I do want to check out that plane crash first because I'm curious. A girl was telling me that, I don't know if it's true, but she said it crashed in like 1952 or something, and that it was on its way to Area 51. Well, here we are at the plane wreck, and so much for the jacket. It got too warm too quick after I got off the peak and started hiking again. There's really not much left of this plane. I don't know if you'd really be able to tell it were a plane if you didn't know. Just a whole bunch of scrap metal. I wonder if people have like taken things from this, or like, I don't know, if maybe some of the parts ended up down there instead. I wonder where the rest of it is. Solid. I wonder what that was. Oh, there's so many birds everywhere. Are they drinking the snow? Well, I think I figured out why the birds are flocking to the snow. It's because there's all kinds of trapped, dying, dead bugs in here. So this is where they're getting their meal. Squirrel. Is that a squirrel or a chipmunk? I don't know the difference. Whoa. He's coming for me. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What do you want? Are you going to attack me? Ew, he has poop hanging out his butt. Dude, bro, stop. I'm not giving you food. Clearly, this guy has been fed. Yeah, eat that stuff on the floor. That's what you're supposed to be eating. not human food. All right, well, I am at the part of the trail where the switchbacks start down this way. And it shouldn't be too difficult, honestly. They were pretty mild coming up. I'm debating on whether I should go right now or if I should eat more, if I should cook here. But I'm not really that hungry. I think I ate too much trail mix. But it's almost 2:45 right now. And if you guys are able to see that, we're at 12.84 miles, almost 6 hours, 5,070 feet of elevation gain. We probably have another 4.5 or something like that. So I still got plenty of time, plenty of daylight. Sun's not supposed to set till almost 8, and I can definitely feel, although it's cloudy right now, but when the sun comes out, I can feel the sun, and I just know it's hot in Vegas right now. I think it was supposed to be over 100 degrees. I think I want to go back to the Pinball Hall of Fame because I still have more quarters, and it was really fun. And honestly, I just want to support them more because I was looking it up yesterday, and it is, in fact, the world's largest collection of pinball machines. It's a museum, it's non-profit, and all proceeds go to the Salvation Army, I believe. If you're ever in Vegas, definitely check out the Pinball Hall of Fame. Even if you've never played pinball before, maybe you'll come out finding that you have a new hobby. Look at these cool flowers. They're nice and fuzzy. Hopefully not poisonous. Well, I did decide to hike up further so I could work up a bit of an appetite. We've got the beef stroganoff today. As you can see, I did actually bring a lighter and all the stuff for cooking because I really wanted to prove to you guys, and myself mostly, and my girlfriend, that I can actually prep for a hike properly and not forget stuff. So, we brought everything. I even had gloves. I even had gloves for up top that I was using because my hands got a little cold. Got sunglasses, which I didn't bring last time. Ew, there's a bug in my water. Get out. While I'm waiting for this to boil, well, I'll show you where we're at on Strava right now. We just passed the the 15-mile mark. You can see that. We're paused right now. 15 miles, still, of course, 5,070 feet of elevation because we are just going down. And that means we have about 2 miles left. Oh, yeah, and what is Daniel listening to on his iPod today? Today we are listening to, if you can see that, Ordinary World by Duran Duran. And the view behind me is just absolutely spectacular. So serene. Honestly, I shouldn't be listening to music right now. You can hear the waterfall off in the distance, maybe, if this isn't blocking out the noise. That's what we're looking like before the water goes in. Ow, 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 ow. Oops. Well, we got most of the water in there. It'll be fine. And no, I didn't burn myself. Oh, let's just stir. I just shake it. Shake it, let it sit, shake it some more, let it sit. Wait till it's a good temp. Well, it's come to my attention that I forgot a utensil again. I guess I forgot to add that to my checklist. We're doing it now. Not waiting till later. Trial and error, I guess. Next time we won't forget. But it's okay. Alright, I'm a little embarrassed. Clearly Daniel can't plan. But we can just sip on this like it's soup. Because that's basically what it is anyway. While we're waiting for that guy to cool down, I'll show you guys the view from over here. Look at this. And to think we're less than an hour outside of Vegas.
Ew. Why is that still crunchy? I thought it was ready. This is what it looks like right now. Not looking very appetizing. 560 calories. It's not bad. There's just like a chunk in the center that I think was all stuck together and didn't really get in the water very much. So I got dry noodles.
I said, God help me.
Because I decided to spend my time on that cliff scrolling reels instead of eating. Just gonna eat while we walk. Because I want to be done with this hike. Man, my knees hurt. And I'm ready to be back at the van, and I want to go play some pinball too. Oh, well, finally back in the van, and the temperature difference from up at the peak to right here is a lot. I think it's yeah, it's in the 90s inside the van. Granted, I didn't have the windows cracked and didn't have the fan running either, but we're like up at like 7,600 feet right now, so I can bet you it's been hot all day down in Vegas. Finally, I have my ice cold drinks accessible again. We're drinking a berry Capri Sun today. Man, that's refreshing. Hopefully you'll be able to see this, but Strava's telling me we did 17.2 miles. I lowered my elevation gain to only 4,953, so I don't know what that's about. We did 38,288 steps, average speed of 2.4 miles per hour, and total moving time of 7 hours and 17 minutes. But the actual hike took me pretty much exactly 10 hours. Started the trail at like 7:15, got back pretty much at 5:15. So we spent 3 hours dilly-dallying, doing random stuff, filming, and also an hour at the top. I'm really excited to go to the pinball place again, honestly. I don't know why, it's just so fun. So let's go play some pinball. Oh yeah, so I looked it up. It turns out that, yes, that was in fact a plane crash. 14 people died, actually, and that girl was right. They were headed towards Area 51. It happened in 1955, though. It was a Douglas C-54 Skymaster that crashed near the summit on November 17th. It says the flight was carrying scientists and engineers to the secret Area 51 U-2 spy plane project, and all 14 on board were killed. Obviously, they removed the bodies like a long time ago, so that tells me that maybe they also removed other parts of the plane, and that's why there's hardly anything left. When they sweat the technique. These are all the quarters I have left. I have no idea how much this is, but should be plenty to play some games for maybe an hour. Bruh. It's 7:30. It's still 90 degrees out right now. I've not bothered to change. I'm still even wearing my hiking shoes. I don't care. Hi. Hi, buddy. We got a cat here. Somebody's cat.
Select your phone. Shoot white arrows to summon Eddie.
Well, I ran out of quarters, but my knee, this left knee here, is absolutely killing me right now. I just hiked a lot today, so probably to be expected from somebody who has bad knees. But I'm gonna head to Planet Fitness now. There's one like 4 miles away from here. Because I could really use a shower. I'm not gonna work out. Which is nice about Planet Fitnesses because they're just always so busy, or even if they're not, like nobody cares if you just walk in and take a shower. Unlike, I'll say some, and by some I mean one Anytime Fitness that I was banned at in Colorado Springs. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before, but basically I went in for the first time and they had a sign there saying that, you know, you need to work out before using the showers.
Turn right onto Las Vegas Boulevard South. Then immediately use the left 2 lanes.
Okay, Google Maps.
Take a slight left onto Nevada 594 West. Then at the next light.
So, like, I understand that kind of policy, obviously, because, you know, I'm sure they were dealing with a lot of issues of people just coming in and just using the showers. Can be a problem for people who are actually coming there to work out. But, like, I followed the rules, so I worked out, then I was going to shower, but then for some reason, the gym just got busy, and so I was like, okay, you know, I want to be courteous to these other people and not use up, you know, the 2 bathrooms that they have for 20 minutes taking a shower. So I went back to the van. I also forgot my shower stuff. Stayed there for a while because, you know, I wanted to wait for some people to leave so the gym wasn't as packed. So I did that, then I went in and took a shower, and then I left, and then like a week later when I tried to come back, I was locked out. And then when I checked Google Maps and reviews and stuff, it turns out that that specific gym has done that in the past to other people, and they've left bad reviews. So we're going to Planet Fitness. All that to say, we're going to Planet Fitness. And they're not going to care if I just go in and take a shower.
Well, that was straight up one of the craziest Planet Fitness bathroom experiences I have ever had. When I got in there, it seemed like just about everybody was in the bathroom. The gym itself wasn't really that packed, but all the showers were full, so I had to wait. And then when I went to use the bathroom, like, there was straight up like somebody doing laundry. I think somebody was like shaving inside one of the changing stalls. It was kind of gross and smelly in there. There were just way too many people in there. It was chaotic. By the time I got done, the bathroom was completely empty. Alright, well, I originally had some other plans for tonight, but after feeling so nice being clean and then looking at my clean sheets, I'm just very tempted to go to bed, which I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna call it a night. I think I should be fine here in this Planet Fitness parking lot. Time to sleep. Good night.